Good morning, everyone. It is 8:01. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. I hope you're having a good start to your day so far. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jill Gilardi, and unfortunately, once again, we're going to be tracking that smoky, hazy sky, and some of that will be an irritant to those with some respiratory issues, things like that. Go ahead and just call in the air quality alert in effect and now through 11 p.m. Technically, beginning at 11 a.m. But there you go. You can see why I'm just like, yeah, we're in it. You know, the air quality is not great for sensitive groups everywhere that you see the orange. So that's pretty much encompassing the majority of our state. All right, so we're all like, when is this smoke going to clear? It's with us today. It starts to improve east to west slowly tonight. That's 8 o'clock. And then it thins some more, and not completely gone, but a lot less thicker on Wednesday. So the air quality should be better by tomorrow. All right, today it's going to be a day where those temperatures are going to be held back by some clouds and certainly the thicker level haze from the wildfire smoke. So highs today, generally low 80s, a few spots close to that mid 80 degree range, which is fairly normal. All right, the temperature trend forecast. Let's take a look at, this is the GFS model, our American model. And it does indicate that our temperatures will start to moderate, certainly by the weekend. Might not be going as high as 90, whatever that's showing, 92 to 93 yet, but it gives you an idea of the trend in which we're headed. Pretty comfortable temperatures going forward and comfortable feeling air. The dew point may take until early next week to start to really spike again. So just a touch of humidity in the short term before we're really pleasant. So this is great for overnight lows. It's not too sweaty. It's not going to create that heat index that is, at that extreme caution range for very much longer until maybe Sunday. We'll have to watch for that mugginess and that meter starting to go up. So nice stretch for our first week in August. Just got to get rid of that smoke. First Alert Futurecast is showing more clouds today. That's 1 o'clock. There's 5. Did you see that blip of green or 2? I know. It goes by quick. We're going to be watering our lawn and garden for a while here because other than some clouds we're tracking over the next 24 to 48 hours, that's pretty much it. We'll start off with a partly sunny sky on Thursday and end up mostly sunny as the day progresses. Drought monitor still targeting that southwestern part of the state. Dry weather. It looks to continue for the most part. No lean in any particular direction. That's equal chances when you see that kind of gray area over us for above, below, or normal. I'd say kind of normal to below. 8 to 14 days outlook. Could we get a little wetter? Could we start to see some tropical moisture our way? We'll have to monitor for that, of course. It's the only thing really going on other than the smoke to track. Very subtle changes with our temperature. Normal low 63, normal high 85. So we're pretty close to that. Now, as I showed you that Sunday time frame, you're getting into day 6, 7, it starts to heat up. Certainly looks like we could be trending above average again. Could be in the 90s. It looks that way 8 to 14 days beyond the 7-day as well. And mention the tropics. So we've got Dexter spinning around. That is a tropical storm. We're going to head out to sea. No issues here. We have 2 areas that have a moderate chance of tropical formation over the next, 5 to 7 days. The one that's closest to the United States, maybe by the weekend, will be, shifting slowly to the west. Doesn't have a big steering current associated with it. So we'll be monitoring that feature to see if any moisture gets pulled up in our direction. What you can monitor through the First Alert Weather app is any, if there's a depression, if there's, a named storm. So you're going to see Dexter on there. You're not going to see these other features. So you can catch that right here. Also, obviously, when we show it on TV, things like that. So we're just, it's that time of year. Tropics start to heat up. All right, for us, we're going to start getting a little hotter than average, as mentioned, during the Sunday into Monday time frame. So we'll see how much moisture comes up our way. A little muggier and perhaps rain or storm, but generally pretty dry weather. So lawn's going to get a little crunchy. Plants are going to get zapped if you don't water them. Now the evaporation process is going to be pretty high with the dry air, but with some clouds around, and it's not going to be as hot, thankfully. 81 versus it being like say 91. That's better off. So a good soaking either early in the morning or in the early evening hours should help you out. With most plants, again, it's hanging plants. I know I repeat myself, but I'm always thinking about what's happening in the backyard because got a lot of things growing back there. And of course, I'm emptying out the bird baths daily. They need their fresh water for their feathers and to stay clean, of course, and to hydrate. They do drink plenty of water out of the bird baths. And some people are like, I don't think any birds going to my bird bath. You'd be surprised what you see when you put a camera on them. So, yeah, that's the only way I know how much activity I'm getting. But in terms of any real rain activity, not happening for a while right now. All right, that's your latest First Alert Weather Extra. Of course, we're going to have another one. This happens each day, so 8 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and then again at 9:30 tonight. So hope you can join us for that. All right, have a great rest of your day, and hopefully that haze, will thin on out by the time we get to tomorrow. Take care.